So today I'll be discussing this question. So here you have to write a query to display fund name in ascending order, but the fund manager of each fund should be displayed at top and then investor two and investor one. So here we have this fund table. Let me show you. So this is the fund table, right? Now you have to display this data in such a way that the fund name should be in ascending order. So this is the expected output. You could see that the fund name China Ventures are getting displayed first and then India Ventures. So this is the requirement that the fund name should be in ascending order. I'm just showing you a few examples. This is from one of my finance project in which I have worked, and we were dealing with the investment bank that we used to launch many funds, and then the stakeholders will tell us to display the funds in a particular product. So that's what here you have to show the fund names in ascending order. And then the second condition is after that, the fund manager of each fund should be displayed at top. This is the second condition. So you could see here the fund manager for China Ventures, the fund manager is getting displayed at top. For India Ventures, fund manager is getting displayed at top. Then what is the next condition? Next condition is then investor two and investor one. It means here you have to display, you have to arrange the fund name in ascending order. First of all, condition number one. Condition number two is the fund manager should be displayed at top for each and every fund. And then you should have investor two and investor one. So if you see this output for China Ventures, so here we are showing we have fund manager first and then investor two and then investor one. So similarly, you have to display for India Ventures as well. The fund manager should be there, then investor two and investor one. So for this, we will try to write a SQL query that how we can achieve this. Okay, hope the question is clear. So here the first condition is, condition number one is you have to display the fund name in ascending order, right? So for that, what we can do, you can write order by fund name, like order by used to sort the data. I have just written fund name and I have not written anything here. So if you don't write anything ascending or descending, the default order is ascending order. I hope you all know this. So let me run this query first. So here you could see the fund name is in ascending order. First we have China Ventures, then we have India Ventures. Instead of this, if I will write here descending DSC, so here the fund name will be sorted in descending order. You could see here, now we have India Ventures, then we have China Ventures. So we have to sort it in ascending order. So I will just write order by fund name. By default, it will take in ascending order. Okay. So condition one is satisfied here. Now, what is the second condition? Condition two is fund manager of each fund should be displayed top. So condition two is fund manager of each fund should be displayed at the top. So here now we have to tell to SQL engine that within each fund, I want fund manager to be at the top. So for that, what we have to write? After this, I will give a comma and I will use the case statement. Case when investors equals fund manager, then bucket one, else two, I will end it. Okay. And then I will write investors DSC. Let me run this query and show you the output. So this is the query and check this is the output. Now, if you will see this, let me paste this query here. So this is the query. And this is the output. So if you will check this output, this is exactly as per the expected result. You can match it. This is exactly as per the expected result. But let's try to understand how this query is getting executed. So here, first of all, you're telling order by fund name. So from this fund table, SQL engine will try to sort based on the fund name. So obviously it will keep the China Ventures on the top. So all these China Ventures will be displayed at top. And then you'll be having this India Ventures, right? Okay. Let me write it here to segregate it. Now, after that, what you have written? You have written case. when investors is equal to fund manager, it means you are telling within each fund name, what you're telling, you are using a case statement. So this is the beauty of this question. Generally, we know that we use case statement with select, but here I'm showing you that you can use case with order by as well. So we're writing case when investors is equal to fund manager, and it means in this investors column, wherever you have fund manager, keep it in bucket number one. Fund manager then one means keep it in bucket number one. So this fund manager will be placed in bucket number one. This is the meaning of this. Then you have written else two. So when investors is equal to fund manager then one, it means this has to be kept in bucket number one. Then you have written else two. It means apart from that, whatever is there. So apart from fund manager, what you have investor one, then you have investor two. So this you have to keep in bucket number two. So this will be placed in bucket number two. So this is the meaning of this. When investors is equal to fund manager, then one, it means you have to place fund manager in bucket number one. Else two means apart from fund manager, whatever you have, you put it in bucket number two. So this two we will place in bucket number two. Okay. After and before comma, you have not written anything. So this is like Indian will understand that this buckets has to be sorted in ascending order. So Indian will sort these buckets in ascending order. So bucket number one will be displayed first, and then you'll be having bucket number two to this. Okay. Now coming back to this query, at the last you have written here, investors descending. Now, what is the meaning of this? The meaning of this is within each bucket, whatever investors you have to sort it in descending order. So in bucket number one, you have only fund. There is only one element, so it doesn't make sense of sorting it. It will be as it is. In bucket number two, you have to sort it in descending order. So when you will sort it in descending order, you will get investor to first, and then you will get investor one. So now this is the content of bucket number two. Then finally you have to arrange it. So your fund manager will be at the top, and then you will be having investor two and then investor one. So that is why if you will check the output, it is following this pattern. So you could see here, China Ventures, within China Ventures, first you have fund manager, then you have investor two, then you have investor one. Similarly for India Ventures, first you have fund manager, then you have investor two, then you have investor one. So the beauty of this question is you can use case statement with order by. Very few, when I take interview, very few candidates know this concept. They know that we can use case with select, but no, you can use case with select, you can use case with order by, you can use case with update, you can use case with group by. So case has multiple use cases. Okay. And then this investors descending means within each bucket, we have to sort the content of this in descending order. I hope you all have understood it. So thank you. Take care. Bye.